Okay, so here we go with another action figure unboxing, and this one is Spin Master Batman. Now, it does just say Batman, so but we can see that it's a Batman in an all black suit. Now, it looks to be the same sculpt. I believe it is the same sculpt as this Batman, the basic Batman from the line, and this is a black and gray Batman. But this one is an all black Batman. So it's pretty well known, I think, at this point that my favorite coloration for Batman is the classic gray and blue, like the Neil Adams type of Batman. And but don't make the mistake of thinking that I don't like basic black Batman. I do really like that. In fact, when I was a kid, it was one of those things where I often thought to myself, bats aren't blue, they're black. He should really have a black outfit. Well, yeah, wound up getting one thanks to one Tim Burton and costume designer Bob Ringwood. So, so yeah, we got the same basic artwork and everything that we're familiar with the Spin Master figures so far. Let me turn on this light so we can see it a little better. There we go. So, and there's the back with the cross cell, and it's the same figures we've seen on previous Batman. That's this one. Robin, Combat Batman, which I previously reviewed. The Joker, which I do not have this Joker because I don't like the one with the belt and everything. I didn't really care for that. Red Hood, which I previously reviewed. Another Batman that's just plain Batman. I believe that's an urban camo version. And Solomon Grundy and Batgirl, both of which I have previously reviewed. So let's go ahead and open them up. Yeah, I was coming home from work this morning and stopped by Walmart to get myself a little something to eat. And I saw this and I'm like, I might as well pick them up. So here we got two green katana swords. They love using these katana swords. These would be good weapons to fight Superman with, like to pretend like they're kryptonite or whatever. And then we have two green clawed gauntlets. Have a look at that. That's pretty unusual. This almost seems more like something Asbats would have if they weren't green. That's his weren't green. And then one of my favorite accessories for Batman that I've got a few of these from various sets is this jetpack. So a little teeny tiny jetpack, but I think it looks pretty cool with it. And then since we got those out of the way, let's move on to the figure itself. Now, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is just the same sculpt as the other one, only now he's in black. So, and they also did do a blue and gray version of it, but unfortunately that one, I think it came with like some kind of glider that I thought was a little too expensive, so I never bought it. And it came with the Batcave playset that I never got around to buying. So, unfortunately, they never put that one on a single card that I know of. So here is Batman out of the package, and he looks pretty sharp in his black outfit. And here, let's have side by side the black and gray Batman and the just plain black Batman. So usually with a black suit, I think it works best to have the bat emblem with the oval around it. But since they used the Rebirth emblem, it does have that yellow outline to it. So it does help the bat stand out on his chest a bit more than usually the plain black bat does. But yeah, it does look to be the same exact sculpt. The only difference is in the colors, which since this is a black and gray Batman, that just means like the gray parts basically. But also, I noticed that the flesh color on his face is slightly darker than this one. So Batman's gotten a tan at some point before he switched over to this black suit. So let's go ahead and put some of these accessories on him and see how he looks with the accessories on. And first I'm going to put on the jetpack. He's got a little hole in his back that it plugs into, hole in the cape, so that it fits through there just nicely. And then that would be for the right hand. So these don't fit over his hands like exactly. And it's kind of a rubbery plastic, but it's got a handle on it so he can grip it like that. And that's what that clawed weapon looks like when it's on him. So if Asbats ever went to fight Superman, that would be the way he would do it. So let's go ahead and take that out. So we're gonna put the katana in that hand. So there we go. I do feel like these katanas are a little short, but they're fine. We can have him dual wield the katanas since he does have two of them. There we go. So overall, I'd say this figure is pretty cool. He's got some decent accessories. I'm surprised he doesn't come with a Batarang, because they love to give Batman a Batarang. And, you know, of course, that makes sense because, you know, the Batarang is like, you know, the classic Batman weapon. But he doesn't come with one. But I've got plenty of extra Batarangs. If I want to give him a Batarang, I can do that very easily. So let's have a look at his articulation, which, since this is basically the same figure as the black and gray Batman, it should be pretty much the same as that. So his arms rotate all the way around this way, move up about that far. So pretty darn far, almost all the way, but not quite. And then of course the elbow has like about a 90-degree bend there, a little bit slightly more than 90 degrees. And then it rotates all the way around at the elbow. And then the legs go up about that far. The knee bends about that far, so about 90 degrees. And of course, there's a hip cut, and this knee is ball jointed. So there's two different ways you can twist that leg around that way. So yeah, and then ball jointed hips. You can do the splits, no problem. All right, there we go. So overall, I recommend this. This is a good, like, just sort of basic Batman figure. And of course, like, you know, since this is a canonical color variation, I think even your most hardcore comic book fans would be, you know, reluctant to complain about that. I mean, like, you know, you got your classic black and gray, and this is still available on shelves right now. So this was on the shelves along with the solid black Batman. So you can pick that up if you still want to have the black and gray, or you can go with the solid black. So that's cool. And then of course there's all kinds of, you know, crazy variant colors of Batman that we've seen throughout the course of this show. And most of those I probably won't bother to pick up, but but they're out there if you want them. So most of the ones I have obviously are ones that have come with various sets, or, you know, I just bought because I like the accessories or something like that. But yeah, I definitely recommend this figure if you're just starting to collect this line and you just want a basic Batman figure. This is a pretty good one. So it's really just more of a matter of personal taste as to whether or not you prefer the black and gray or the blue, or the solid black. Now, I like blue and gray best, so hopefully one day they'll put that one on a single card, but I haven't seen it yet. And they seem to be switching over to like a newer style on these 3 3/4 inch figures anyway. I'll talk more about that when I eventually buy one. But if you want to make sure that you catch that, make sure that you like and subscribe and all the fun YouTube stuff down below. Make sure you hit that little bell. That'll warn you anytime I go live. If you want to catch one of these and participate in the chats. I mainly do these as live streams because it's more convenient for me. So it's not really intended to be the sort of thing where, like, you know, I interact with the chat a whole lot, but I don't mind interacting with the chat, and in fact, I enjoy it. So I do it quite often. So feel free to do that if you like, or if you just want to lurk, that's cool too. Anyway, we'll talk to you next time. Bye.